Well, hello again. I'm Bill Russell, President of Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce, and we have another episode of Around the Lake. And today we have Darla Redmond, and Darla is a CPA. And Darla, you just celebrated a milestone in your business. Share what that was.
We had our 5-year anniversary. That was 5 years in business all by ourselves. So that was very exciting.
And you've been a CPA though for a number of years, longer than that, right?
Much longer than that. Yes, I've been a CPA for 22 years now. I think 22, 23 years. Yeah. I've been doing this for a little over 30. We won't talk about that number.
Right.
Yes.
All of it in Lake Norman?
No, I've lived in Lake Norman area for 12 years now, almost 12 years. And the majority of the beginning of my career was all done in Virginia.
Darla, we know what CPAs do, but for those who may not, what services do you provide as a CPA?
So, and CPA firms are all different, and people may not realize that, but they all do different specialties and things. My firm focuses only on taxes. We don't do any bookkeeping. We don't do payroll. We don't do audits. We don't do anything else other than just taxes. We do tax returns, tax compliance, and tax planning is our big focus.
Do you have a target market or a geographic area that you feel like is best served by you?
Yeah, so we do small business. So basically anybody with revenue under $5 million, it's perfect for us. A lot of the bigger CPA firms don't want to deal with small companies. So we like to take those on and help them, do whatever they need in accounting to help them grow their business.
And we're going to have your website at the conclusion of this program, but you just recently relocated, right? Aren't you in a new location?
That's correct. A year ago, we moved into the spot that we're at now. We're in an office space all by ourselves with our name on the door. We're excited. And we are right above 131 Main Restaurant.
And I got to ask you, every time I go to 131 and you get out of the car and you start smelling that smoke, that cedar that they use with the sound, how do you do that?
I don't know. I start smelling it at about 10:30 in the mornings, and it just kind of depends, I guess, on the airflow. But sometimes, especially during tax season, when I'm here late at night, it makes me hungry.
Darla, taking you back a little bit, how did you know you wanted to be a CPA?
Oh my gosh. It's funny. I mean, I've known, and I thought this was normal, and it had to be through my daughter. I found that I'm not so normal. But when I was in 8th grade, I took a math class, and we just reconciled a checking account. And I thought that was the greatest thing in the world. And so my dad said, "Hey, why don't you be a CPA?" And I'm like, "Okay." And so since 8th grade, I wanted to be a CPA. I didn't know what that meant. I started taking accounting courses in high school. I took 2 years in high school. My senior year, they didn't have another accounting course. And I was like, I have to take accounting. I'm going to forget everything. So they allowed me to go to community college and take a year of accounting there, which was unheard of back 100 years ago. And then I was able to transfer into college. And of course, my first class with the professor, he says, "You shouldn't have done that. That's the worst thing that you ever did." I'm like, "Great, I just ruined my accounting career." But it was because he said being a freshman in a sophomore class is difficult. So it was difficult, but I made it through. And so now I'm a CPA, and it's just the best thing that I don't think I could do anything else.
Yeah. Darla, you're a graduate of our Leadership Lake Norman program. What did you enjoy most about Leadership Lake Norman when you went through?
It was really good because I did it about 4 years, I think, after I moved here. And it was amazing to find out all the different types of businesses that are located in Cornelius, Huntersville, Davidson area. I really enjoyed the history that one of the professors at Davidson did about the lake and how they filled the lake, and there's houses down there and cars and whatever under the lake. And then learning about the different manufacturing companies, so that kids in high school can have an alternative than going to college. I never realized, growing up in Virginia, everybody goes to college, and not realizing that that's just not the case. And of course, our society is hurting with blue collar workers. We don't have enough trade. So we need to have more trade. And knowing these manufacturers in the Huntersville are taking on apprentice, that was amazing. I really enjoyed doing it and learning about all the different companies.
I know you were in Rotary with me for a while, and I know a number of CPAs that have their own single, you're in your own business. And it's much, much harder if you're the only CPA in your office to be able to participate in civic groups. But what did you enjoy most about giving back to the community? Because I know you're very civically involved.
Yeah, I enjoy, helping people that, are disadvantaged. I mean, I raised my daughter all by myself, so been a single parent for 20 years, and I understand the struggles a lot of people face. And I think that, we all have to work together to make this country work.
Darla, you said you moved down here because of family and been here for what, 20 years now?
No, just 12 years.
12 years.
About 12 years.
Which community do you live in?
In Cornelius. I
You
live.
here?
Yeah, I live in Cornelius.
What do you enjoy most about Cornelius or the Lake Norman region?
The weather compared to where I came from. I was in the mountains of Winchester with 3 feet of snow almost every other year. So having, the lake right here and the weather nice, and it's a small community. You go to the grocery store and you see the same people.
Big announcement this week. The Chamber of Commerce helped cut the ribbon on the Kane Arts Center on Tuesday. It has its first performance this Saturday. What do you think the Kane Arts Center is going to bring to Lake Norman and our region?
I think it's going to bring a lot of, I don't know, a lot of good performing arts.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You planning on going?
Oh, I'm sure I'll attend some. Yes.
It's
already easier to go here than it was down to the Blumenthal. So
I've got my tickets on Mother's Day. They're bringing the Charlotte Symphony up here, and I'm really looking forward to that performance. So,
yes, I've liked where they have the symphony at Bailey Road Park, and the different places they have it. So it'll be nice to go inside and hear it different than being outside and listening to them.
Darla, we appreciate you taking time today to share a little bit about your business, a little bit about you and some of the programs of the Chamber of Commerce, like Leadership Lake Norman. We want to thank Joe Vagnone, who is the presenting sponsor of this business. Joe is a local business broker. Any last thing that you would like to share with us, Darla?
No, I enjoy doing chamber events. So I like getting involved with, talking with people. I'm kind of like to stay in my shell, but at the same time, I like to get out and talk and see people and get to meet people. I mean, doing the Leadership Lake Norman, I got to meet people that I wouldn't have. And so again, moving down here and doing that, you met a lot of people, and being involved in the chamber keeps you having friends.
Unfortunately, we probably won't see you till May.
Well, maybe April 18th is the deadline. So yeah, the 19th, 20th, I'll be on vacation. So yeah, it might be close to May.
Darla, thank you very much. And congratulations again for an important milestone. Your 5 years. That's fantastic. And thank you for your support of the chamber.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Thanks. You too.